Hello everyone and welcome to a very special video from Marvel Studios. A very special presentation from them as well by Werewolf by Night. It's a little Halloween treat. It's supposed to talk about the monsters of the MCU or Marvel Comics. I'm not familiar with them whatsoever. But I just want to go straight out the bat. This was the quickest hour. Oh, my camera wasn't focusing for a second. This was the quickest hour of my life. I enjoyed every second of this. This is a really, really good Halloween special presentation. I really enjoyed every bit of it. It's so quick. Like when it ended, or when I felt like it was about to end, I was like, "There's no way it's ending right now. I have to go check." And I pressed like pause to see like how many minutes I had left. I had 8, and I was like, "No, please keep going. Don't end here." It was really, really good. Cannot stress it enough. I guess there's and it's so gory. I can't stress it enough. It was like there's a lot of kills. They showed off like people getting sliced, their head getting just chopped, and just them disintegrating. It was really good. There was like this one scene where the kill was so fucking clean. I was like, whoa, that was really cool. Like really, really cool. I guess I'm just gonna go straight out with it. Like, just talk about it. Like I said, I don't know most of these characters, so I don't know what they do. I mean, they explain. They don't really explain it. They just show it off here. But it's pretty much a battle royale, right? So we meet our main werewolf man. His name is Jack, apparently, and he doesn't want to kill. He doesn't show off. Ow. He doesn't want to show off that he wants to kill and such. And they're basically they have all these they have this like this room where they show off hunters, how many monsters they've killed. And when you're walking around, by the way, this is all like old timey, so it's like black and white, and I really enjoyed it. Like I wish they put out a version of it with color, but I would watch this first and then the colored version. But anyway, they're showing off like all these monsters, right? Because these hunters kill these monsters and everything. And obviously, the main character is a monster, so he has to hide the fact that he's a monster. But like you're seeing like these really gnarly creatures, and like they hunt them for sport. And apparently, they're there to hunt this creature called the Man Thing, or technically Swamp Thing, right? From DC. I at least know Swamp Thing from DC. Or they're trying to get this like stone. It's supposed to grant you power. It's supposed to show that you're like a leader or something around that per se. They don't really explain it that well. But uh, they're supposed to basically fight to the death with each other, and also defeat the monster that has it on it, and it's Man Thing. And basically it just kicks off from there. We have another main character named Elsa. She's basically an outcast. No one fucking likes her because she betrayed her people. They never really explained why. They just say, oh, you're just a disappointment. They really went off, like they really flamed this fucking character. And yeah, it's just a battle royale. They literally like have like this maze or this like map, and like they pick out, oh, who gets to go first and who gets to like get a head start. And of course our main character gets a head start. And later we find out that he's friends with Man Thing, and he's like trying to get him out. His name, it's kind of funny. He sees him, he's like, oh, you're here. I'm here to get you out. I'm always here saving you. And it was a really cute moment. Like Man Thing's like, whatever. But he's not talking, but you can tell by his facial expressions, and like his noises that he makes, I guess. By the way, CGI not so great. It's Marvel. They've been downhill with the CGI lately, so I don't just don't expect good CGI. But the later, I'll talk about it later. So he finds him, and then we have this like fight scene with this Elsa character, and it's actually really cool. Like I was not expect. So the guy has like this thing that's trying to shoot her. She has this axe, right? She chops off his fucking hand. You see everything. The blood CGI is not that good, but it's like the blood just flying everywhere. They're fighting. Then she grabs the arm that the guy had the weapon on and shoots him straight through the fucking neck, right here. And it's really gnarly. And she's like grabbing him. She's trying to hide from this person that's trying to find her, because it's basically we have like these like 6 or 7 hunters, and they're all like trying to kill each other while finding the monster. And she's like hiding, and he's just like gargling and choking on his blood, and the guy doesn't see him, and he walks away. Then the guy just dies. It was a really gnarly scene. And so the characters, Jack and Elsa, they meet each other, and they're like just talking. Oh, I'm not that much of a good guy either. They're just expressing like how they feel and such, and how this person hates her family and everything. And afterwards, they make a plan. So what Jack is there? Oh, did I say that the main character's name was Jack? I did. I think I did. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, the main character's name is Jack. If I didn't say it, and Jack has a plan to get Man Thing out. So he has his bomb, and he's gonna try to blow up a wall so Man Thing can escape. So he doesn't die by the monsters, and he has to take out the Bloodstone off of him. Elsa wants the Bloodstone, so they make a little path. Elsa helps him out, doesn't cross him. Jack doesn't cross her, and he gives her the Bloodstone. So they go off. It's a pretty funny moment. He's like, "Oh, how do I use this bomb thingy?" It just doesn't want to boop. And he turns it on, and they're like, "Ah, fuck!" And they just have to fucking rush. They just go. They don't have time to talk. And he finds the wall, and we have a pretty funny moment where so she said that you have to throw it, and it will stick to the wall, and it will blow up. So he finds the wall. It's a bit cracked and everything, right? So he finds it. He throws it, right? It just bounces off, and he hides, and he waits up, and he's like, "What the hell?" And he grabs it again. Instead of throwing it, he puts it like he's like trying to make it stick, right? It sticks for a bit. He walks away, and it falls. Thought that was really really funny. And while that's happening, Elsa finds Man Thing, right? Or she finds Man Thing, and one of the hunters is about to attack Man Thing, right? And Elsa distracts him, and then Man Thing just fucking comes out of nowhere, grabs him by the head, and disintegrates his fucking head. It is crazy. He disintegrates it, and the body just flops to the ground. And I should say the Man Thing's name is Ted. So the only way Man Thing didn't attack Elsa was because Jack had told her, "Oh, treat him like a friend. Call him by his name. His name is Ted." Ted's a pretty nice name. She calls him by Ted, and he goes, "Oh, like he's like all angry about an attacker." And he goes, "Oh, you're Ted, right? Oh, hey, how you doing? Yeah, my name's Ted." It was pretty funny. And she's like, "Oh, your friend wants to help you escape." He's like, "Oh, all right, okay, let's go." They're like buddies and everything. They're like running, and so while that's happening, Jack like he's like, "Screw it, I'm not sticking it on the wall anymore." He literally places it on the crack, the bomb, and walks off, and it blows up, right? And Man Thing is literally about to escape, but Elsa manages to rip off the Bloodstone off him, and Man Thing's out, or Ted's out. And while he's out, Jack was gonna hand the Bloodstone to Elsa, but the Bloodstone can't be held by monsters, so it pushes him back. No one knew he was a monster until now. They all realized, all the hunters are like, "Oh shit, we have a monster head upon us." And they're all like, "All right, so you're fucking dead. And Elsa, you're also dead for helping him out." So they knock him out, and they wake up into a cage, and this is where like basically the third act, like it's very quick, it's super fast, it's so flawlessly fluent. It's like it's weird, but I wish we had like a little more time to explore with these characters. But so we wake up in they wake up in this cage, and they're like talking, oh, I'm sorry, it wouldn't have made a difference if I told you or not, or would it? I mean, I guess you're just trying to help me out, like, they're just conflicted and such. And then Jack realizes what they're trying to do, so he's like sniffing Elsa, like he's like just going all around her, just sniffing her to make sure she doesn't die, because he knows what's about to happen. He's gonna change it to the monster, because apparently the bloodstone can change people into the monsters if they're like hiding and such. So the people come out and the hunters, and they're like, all right, so we're gonna turn you into the monster, and we're gonna have you kill Elsa, and then we're gonna kill you, right? Obviously, it doesn't work. So they turn him. They use the stone to turn him into the werewolf, and it's such a like a really cool one shot scene. Like I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna show it, but it's so good. And then after that scene, um, it's just like quiet for a bit. They're like all laughing, saying, "Oh wow, now you're gonna die, haha." And he manages to grab like the person that was holding the bloodstone hand. I thought he was gonna rip it off, but no, he was just grabbing it and pulling it, and I guess scratching it. And the hunters and everything managed to pull the person that was grabbed. I don't think they even mentioned her name. Doesn't really matter. She's not really that much of an important character. She is the villain though. Um, so they managed to pull her off, and then everybody's like stabbing or like electrocuting the werewolf, and he manages to escape to the top. And this is also a really well done scene. Even though, oh hey, there's Robin. This is also a really well done scene that really intrigued me. So everybody is it's just quiet, right? There's like ominous music and playing in the background, and it's just very quiet, and everybody's like, where the hell did he go? Right? They're like looking around. There's like smoke everywhere. Elsa doesn't really care. She was ready to die, so she's just like sitting down in the cage, and one person looks up, and then the werewolf jumps down, just slams his head into the ground, and all out battle literally just starts there, right? They're all like screaming, "Oh, kill him!" And he's like just jumping around, and Elsa manages to escape from the cage, and then that's when everybody's like trying to kill the werewolf, and Elsa is defending him. So Elsa's like having this all out brawl with this hunter, and this is the really cool clean kill. So she like grabs him, just slams him on the ground, and she doesn't like stab him. She like stabs like with the she has a sword. She stabs the ground and just moves the sword to a way where it just slices the guy's neck. Like it's so fast too. She just goes doom, and it's like super fucking cool. I cannot stress it enough. And then we have this really cool one shot scene with the werewolf. Like there's like the store closing, and he's like throwing all these like guards around, and he's like slicing the stomachs open and just stabbing him through the head, and he's like just slamming him on the ground. It's a really cool one shot. I'm pretty sure I said that a lot, but I can't. This is a really good, I guess, movie. It's like an hour long, so I wouldn't know. It's better than most Disney Plus shows, like 100%. Like it's definitely better than She-Hulk. I can tell you that. So he's like slamming people on the ground, and he's like going off, and then the door closes, and he's like slicing the door, right? And then Elsa is fighting another hunter, and she's like fighting this person with a sword, and it's also another like really cool kill, even though it's like so basic. So she like punches or like pushes the sword to the hunter's face, and like knocks him out for like a quick second, just slices the neck, right? Blood spewing, and then she just does like this cool like sword flip, and just stabs him right in the middle of the head, and it's just stuck there, right? And then the guy falls, and I thought that was a really cool kill. After that, she while the werewolf is like scratching at the door, the main villain, he's like trying stopping him with the bloodstone, and then Elsa uses this like cool weapon attack to grab the villain and just slam her head into the ground to knock her out, right? And then Elsa's like trying to see if she's gonna die by the werewolf or not. She doesn't, because the werewolf recognizes her because Jack sniffed her scent and everything. And then after that, Jack leaves. He's like walking off because he killed everyone and now he just wants to leave, and he saved Man Thing, right? So the main villain gets up, obviously, and she's like, "Oh, you made him escape. You're such a disappointment. I can't believe you. You should have killed him. Now you're gonna die," right? She's about to fucking blow this lady's brains out. Ted comes from the ceiling and just slams, grabs this lady. You see her whole body get disintegrated, and he throws her, and her head just falls off. Really, really cool scene. CGI though, not as good. That's the bad thing, right? And then after he does that, Ted like turns around to Elsa, and Elsa's like, "Hey," and he goes, "So," like you can clearly tell, like by the context, he's like, "So do you know where he went?" And he's like, "Oh yeah." Elsa's like, "Your friend went over there." And he's like, "Oh, you want to come with me or not? I mean, oh, you want to stay? Okay, I'm gonna go. Adios." And he's like, "Oh, excuse me," like over like dead bodies and such. He's like going to go look for the werewolf. And then that's pretty much how it ends. Elsa gets the bloodstone, and since it was like black and white, everything now like starts to have color, and I thought that was a really cool touch. She sits down, she gets the bloodstone. Man Thing finds Jack. He's not in his werewolf state anymore, and they're like talking like they're best friends. They're like, "Oh, what should we eat? I don't think I should be thinking about food right now. Oh, I guess we could get sushi. I owe you that." And that's pretty much it. That's how it ends. So I really really liked it. Okay, CGI not that great. It's really not. You could clearly tell it's CGI, and it's a very fast presentation. So I'm as much as like I like it, I don't want to give it too high because I feel like it could have been much better. But it's definitely better than like most Disney Plus shows. So my rating for this is I'm gonna give it an 8, an 8.5. 8.5. 8.5 would be good. A good enough verdict for this. I genuinely think that you guys shouldn't watch this now. I think you should watch this on Halloween or like the day before, because it's a really good treat. Like I was not expecting it to be this good. I was like sitting down on my computer, and I was like also doing some other things on while I was playing on the side, and then I was like looking back and forth, and I was like, "Whoa, this is really damn interesting." Turned off my computer, put it on my TV, and I just started watching. I was like, "All right, I'm all in." So it was a really fun time, and I really suggest you guys should watch it and give it a chance. But that's just my opinion. I want to know your guys' opinion down below in the comments. So if you guys like this video, please give it a like.